How about now?
Now we are recording.
Okay.
I hate when you start the show off like that.
No.
Are we recording? Yes, we are.
Hello, Andrew.
Hello, Scott.
Hit a thing because we have to be official.
What is the thing? You told me we're either doing a bold chat.
This is Bold Chat.
This isn't a bonus episode.
No, this is Bold Chat.
Okay.
Welcome to Bold Chat.
All right. Well, let's just click. What's 2? I don't remember 2. It's probably the same hoedown.
Bold chat, the bold chat, chat.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
Welcome to Bold Chat, the sister podcast to Serial Killers. That's the podcast where we talk about cereal every Monday, and this is what we do on Wednesdays because Andrew wants us to.
And I'm Andrew. What?
You started this.
Yes,
right?
And it's been great for both of us.
It has been.
Okay, so then why don't we try and rephrase things with kindness?
It's been mildly successful.
Okay.
Right?
You are not kind.
What are you talking about? I think this is a great idea.
You need to stop being so pessimistic.
I'm not.
Very pessimistic.
What? Tell me what I just said was pessimistic.
I don't think you catch it. And that's what's insane to me.
Okay.
You literally go, it was Andy's idea.
It was.
Yeah, and it's been great for both of us. It's been mildly successful. That's you.
Oh,
Instead of just saying, yeah, it's really great. It's our podcast. Yeah, let's keep going with our podcast.
Sorry, Instead, is wonderful. You're right.
Mildly pessimistic.
No.
It's been somewhat successful. It's been just little oops.
Just you're just adding fuel to the fire for me. Thank you, Andrew. This is a great podcast.
Thank you.
It is. I'm glad we're doing it. You remember how I was very standoffish at the beginning, and I was like,
exactly.
Blah.
And now look.
Yeah, it's great. We go on, we talk for an hour, and I never know like how we come up with the things that we talk about. We just ramble. People like it, and that's great. It'd be nice if we were making a couple more bucks.
No, I will agree with you on that one.
But it's like that for anyone, anywhere, with anything.
Exactly. You're always going to want more.
Well, I mean, I would like some.
Just listen, I'd like some too.
So anyway, welcome to Bold Chat. Today is Wednesday. Is it May yet? No, it's what? It's the 27th. It's Wednesday, April 27th.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the day.
Yeah. It's my birthday this weekend.
It's coming on the 30th.
That it is.
I can't wait to call you.
I'm going to be at a wedding.
You are?
I have a wedding on my birthday.
Is that why you're juicing right now?
Yep.
Mm.
Juice.
Explain that to me. Basically, that's just taking up room in your belly so you don't eat garbage?
Pretty much.
So it could be anything. I mean, you could be drinking...
False.
Okay, well, explain to me. I don't know these things.
So the one that I do specifically is called the Bridal Cleanse.
Okay.
Specifically
for weddings.
This one it's actually for the bride, but it's filled with enough that gets me through the day. I've done juice cleanses before from different companies, just with like people on the show who've done them before. So I would do theirs, and I felt like garbage every time I've done one of those because it's more green juices.
Ugh.
I hate green juices.
Me too.
This one is a good mix of a little bit of greens. They have a really good cayenne lemonade that you get to have. And then you end the day with like a really, really nice like watermelon water thing.
Are any of them sweet? I need that.
So do you find watermelon to be somewhat sweet?
I love watermelon juice.
Okay, so you would like the 6th one, Honeymoon Heat.
Okay.
And my favorite is number 4, which is Rehearsal Dinner.
What if I just did all honeymoon heat the whole time?
No.
Why?
Because you wouldn't be getting anything. The point of it is it's filled with, like, again, you have to have a green juice in there every once in a while because it's filled with veggies that at least keep you active.
I'm just going to go get Tropicana and drink it twice a day.
That is not a cleanse. That is legit just filling your body with Tropicana. There's a difference. I'm trying to do it so this way I drop like 10 pounds of water weight like that.
By the way, did you know that the logo of Tropicana, the girl with the orange thing on her head, her name is Tropic Anna? Did you know that?
I did not.
That's where the name of the juice comes from.
Interesting.
Her name's Anna, and she's from the tropics, and her name is Tropic Anna.
Well, I'm doing it with Nate, too, so if you'd like to join.
You're like you're forcing his hand. He doesn't really want to.
False.
What? He was standing here.
Nate was the one who I said, would you want to do it with me if I do it? And Nate was like, oh, yeah.
He was I wouldn't want to pay the $200 for it.
With his stomach.
Mine too.
Well, that's what he wants to do it for because he says he wants to do it, lose some, and go from there.
I'm just going to ride my bike more.
That's great.
That should work, right?
It should. Again, I'm in a pinch. I'm looking to
Your pants are not going to fit for the wedding?
Well, no, I have to actually get fitted for the suit today, actually.
Okay, so if you lose 5 pounds between today and Friday, what's going to happen?
The pants don't have a belt loop, so I'm going to be screwed. But
so maybe you should not do this cleanse.
false. You're right. I should go the opposite way.
No, I'm not telling you to get fatter, but if you're going to get measured today, your pants aren't going to fit when you need them, right?
What,
Is that a problem on your phone there?
No, I was getting texts, from my actual job. But
so you admit this is not a job and nothing happens from it.
Well, no, I mean, we do get some money. It's
little bit.
Nice. So
back to that.
Back to what I was saying. I don't think I'm going to lose that much weight where it's like because also with it, it's just water weight. So the minute you eat like
I don't have any
piece
problem
of
with
food,
that. I don't drink water.
You don't.
Well, I'm going to have some right now, actually.
That's great.
Because all these weeks later, I still don't feel that great. You know what I mean? I don't know why this cold is lingering and lingering, and I don't understand why.
Lingering cold. Didn't they open for us at what was the place? What was the thing at the Action Park?
Huh?
What was the thing that you had at Action Park?
Snowball and Snowasis.
Was the lingering cold opening for at Snowasis?
No, I need to take my Coracetin HBP.
I just heard are you building a computer?
No, it's cold medicine, and I didn't realize that. I didn't know that most cold medicines are not good for people's blood pressure. It raises your blood pressure. I didn't know that. So this one specifically does not raise your blood pressure, so it's called HBP for high blood pressure.
Oh. Who makes this? Oh,
Coracetin.
Huh. Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Yeah, but I still keep blowing my nose, and so much comes out. When's it going to end?
Have you ever had allergies?
I don't have allergies.
Know of.
Okay, but I was sick. I was fully sick.
Yeah.
And my throat still is a little bit, You can hear it in my voice a little bit, and I sound like I have a smoker's cough. Ugh.
I haven't heard that.
If I take a deep breath in, you can kind of hear it, but it's gross, so I don't want to. Also, by the way, can we thank Juan from Brooklyn?
Sure.
Because he bought a T-shirt from us.
Oh, yeah.
And we never thanked him on serial killers, and we're 3 weeks out on that now, so let's get him a current mention. Juan from Brooklyn, thank you so much. We really appreciate you.
Thanks, Juan.
If you would like to buy a trendy Serial Killers T-shirt,
wink,
just go to serialkillerspc.com and click on the little banner up top.
All the kids are wearing them.
Speaking of wearing, why are you yelling at me for wearing jeans with a hole in it? I don't understand. Apparently, according to the show today, they're still a little bit trendy.
I just need to make sure.
What?
Okay, we're actually recording. I got worried for a second because I didn't see a dot.
Oh, okay.
On the screen. Okay. Okay. So, for reference, Scott is wearing jeans that have holes in them.
Not many. It's not crazy. There's a tear here.
There
and
is
the
a
knee
giant.
Is open.
Show them the knee one.
Giant.
If you're watching this on YouTube, you're about to see it.
It's not giant.
Okay, that is gigantic. Look at this. That is
Don't
gigantic.
rip it more.
That's insane.
Well, it didn't start that big, but every time when I put my foot in, my foot gets stuck in the hole. And I hear, and I'm damn it.
I'm just picturing you as the Steve Buscemi meme. Hey, fellow children, how are you doing?
I'm
picking up your kids and just being like, hey, guys, just came from the skate park.
I'm not trying to be cool. I'm not trying to be trendy. I just had these jeans in my closet, and I haven't worn them in a while, and I don't care.
We're going to have a radical time after school, kids.
Is this a fashion show? It's
not supposed to be a fashion show.
Are people walking down the street going, look at that middle-aged man wearing jeans with a hole in it?
That's me. Idiot. I said that.
But, okay, so I'm a dope. Who cares?
I never said you were a dope. I was just, a little shocked.
But you're making fun.
Jeans.
You're making fun. That's what it is. And it doesn't bother me. I don't care.
Well, it doesn't bother me. Seems like it might.
No, it doesn't.
Thou doth protest too much, Scott?
I'm not protesting. I'm just defending myself.
Well, nobody was attacking you in the first place. I just said you're wearing jeans with holes in them, and that led you to here where you were like, and they are the coolest jeans
I never said they were cool.
Ever. Never made fun of my jeans.
The thing is, though, you don't comment on anything else. You comment on something when you want to make fun of it. Yeah, you never say, oh, wow, that shirt looks good.
I think your goatee is awesome.
It's not, though. I need to trim it a little bit.
Oh, okay. Well, that's on you.
Okay.
I have to go get my hair cut this week, actually. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you do.
I got to figure out what day it is because it might actually be today and it might actually be in the next hour.
Huh.
Oh, it's tomorrow.
Okay.
Phew. Imagine if I couldn't get a haircut for this wedding. Hot mess.
I mean, you could have found a place to get a haircut.
No.
What, if you don't go to your place, it's no good?
I feel that way, yes.
I've been going to my barbershop probably for 40 years with a little break in between where I would cut it myself. But, that's neither here nor there. But if I go there and there's a giant line, I'll go to a different one.
No,
I don't care.
It's different. I have curly hair. You can't relate.
But I can't relate. But I mean, what do they do? They just buzz it. Who cares?
They don't buzz my hair. That's first of all.
They don't.
And second
they
of all,
don't use a bzzz at all on your hair.
They do, but after they cut it, you can't just cut curly hair like that. If you want to, because when it grows back, sometimes it grows back in weird patterns. So you just have to someone who knows how to cut it well. You keep going back.
You can't really go to a barber shop, right?
I can, because barber shops are actually where I go to. Because again, they kind of know how to cut it. If I went to a salon, whenever, just say what you're saying, my barber would be busy.
Mm-hmm.
I'd go to say my mom would get me into a salon. It would be a woman being like, oh, okay, so then we're going to cut it like this, go like this. And then when it would grow in, it would just be a whole bunch of different ways that it was coming in.
Does your barbershop have the spinny barber pole outside?
Actually, it does.
It does it?
I'll point it out to you when you drive me home.
I saw a digital one. No, I can't drive you home today. I can't.
Just keep going.
No, Andrew.
No. We'll figure it out.
I have a company coming to service our refrigerator today, and they said between noon and 3.
I
can't drive you home today.
No, I think we'll see what time this is over.
No, because we have to. We're going to have a bonus episode this Friday, and we have to record that immediately after this because there's food involved, and you with your juicing thing. So sorry, but you did this to yourself. It's so easy to just take the train. If I lived in Jersey City, I would just hop on the train.
Yeah, and plus I'll stop at Cava. Have you had Cava?
Yeah. There's not that many.
It is so good.
There's not that many crazies on the PATH train as there is on the subway.
Plus, the New World Trade Center is beautiful.
It is.
So nice.
It is. And yes, I've had Cava. It's good, but it's trendy. Bowls. What do you mean
It's Greek.
False?
It's delicious. You don't like Greek food.
Cava is Greek?
Yes, it's Mediterranean.
Am I talking about the wrong thing? It's bowls, right? You go
Bowls,
online
wraps.
and you order bowls online and whatever, right? On the app?
It's Greek because there's all different types of feta. They have all different types of hummus.
I don't get feta.
They have all different type of pita chips.
No feta and no hummus. I don't get that.
So then what do you get?
I don't know. My daughter Ashley likes it. Every once in a while we'll get it from. I don't like that either.
So then what do you? So then here's
oh wait, that's the white cream sauce, right?
Yeah, and
that's
it's got
okay.
Dill in it.
I don't like the dill. What's the matter?
I was so enraged by this episode.
Why? I'm just not a crazy.
You can't say you don't like something if you literally like 0 ingredients.
I'm not a crazy fan of Greek food, but I've had Cava before. I enjoy
which you said you didn't like. It was trendy. Blah blah blah.
I didn't say I don't like it. I said it's a trendy joint. Bowls everything and it's expensive.
Bowls everything and it's expensive.
Yeah, I'll eat it.
It's delicious.
It is pretty good. I've had good things there. They've chicken. I've had good things there.
But you can't eat. So far, every sauce I've named,
I don't get sauce. You don't have to have sauce.
So you are just legit eating chicken.
No, it's a bowl and there's grains and stuff in it.
What grains?
Whatever the barley, whatever that crap is, chia. I don't know this. Whatever.
I would hate this place too, where I would say, "Oh, it's trendy shishi." If all I got was a piece of chicken over some grains,
I got a whole bowl full of stuff. You can choose all kinds of things to put in this bowl.
Do you like feta?
I do not like feta.
Okay.
I always say no feta.
Do you? Let me just read off.
Go ahead,
and we'll see.
Let's build a bowl together. Go ahead.
Yes, I will happily do this right now.
I've had food from there before, Andrew. I know I have.
You have.
There's one near my house. Is it with a K or a C?
Just so confused.
The K is. Oh no, there it is. It's a K. It's a C. Our story. Cava. No, I don't want to allow. Order online. Yeah, this is the place. Okay, Topanga, Culver City. I'm not in California. Irvine. This thing is dumb. Doesn't it know where I am?
What? You wanted to know where you are specifically right now?
It thinks I'm in Santa Monica.
Okay. You're right. That's why it's such a trash place.
All right, here. No, it isn't. It's very trendy. Oh,
very trendy.
Emma's Fire Bowl. No, I don't want...
Okay. I'm just give me a second.
I'm going to here's a basic bowl.
What would you get? I would get the chicken.
Yeah, here. Chicken with the right rice.
I'm getting the grilled chicken because it's so freaking good.
No, but I want to build it. It just wants me to add it to the bag.
I'm literally doing it right here. So just... Okay. Would you get greens? You don't like greens.
It depends on the greens.
Do you want lentils, brown rice, saffron white rice, or white rice?
Right rice?
Rice you wouldn't want because it's like vegetarian rice.
I'll have lentils.
Okay, so that's shocking.
Those are beans.
Would you get crazy feta?
No.
Harissa?
Would do what now?
It's like spicy.
What? Say it again?
Harissa?
I don't know what that is. Oh, it's a spread. No, I don't need that.
So
sauce.
no dips or spreads that go on top of it that you mix in and make it good.
I don't need that. It's
no
like a
hummus,
salad.
no red pepper hummus, no roasted eggplant dip, no spicy hummus or tzatziki.
No, I don't need any of that.
Toppings: avocado,
no
cabbage slaw.
I have to see it. Is it this red stuff?
I don't know. Crumbled feta? No. Roasted corn?
Yes.
Kalamata olives?
No.
Lentil tabbouleh?
What is that?
Tabbouleh is like how could I put it?
Are there olives in that?
It's almost like a smaller grain.
Okay, I'll have that.
Okay, so you're doubling up on grains, lentils and that.
Yep.
Persian cucumbers?
What are those? Are they just like little cucumbers?
Cucumber?
Yeah, I'll have that.
Pickled onions? Ugh.
No.
Pita crisps? They are good.
Okay.
Salt brine pickles?
No.
Shredded romaine?
Yes.
Tomato and cucumber?
Yes.
Tomato and onion?
No.
Okay. No garlic dressing?
On the side.
On the side.
Yep.
Greek vinaigrette?
No.
Honey vinaigrette?
Oh, wait, these are all dressings? No.
Herb tahini?
No.
Shkoog?
I don't know what that is, but no.
Shkoog is?
No.
Tahini, Caesar, and yogurt dill.
I would have Caesar on the side.
So essentially what you've just created, if I just took your order correctly,
is a salad.
You are getting a piece of chicken.
Yeah. With salad.
On a bed of lentils.
And lettuce.
Some tabbouleh on the
and
side.
Corn.
Some pickles.
Yeah. Cucumber. Tomato.
Corn.
That's a great bowl. It's a hearty bowl. What's the matter with you? Why are you making fun of me? That's why they allow you to create it yourself, because not everyone likes the same stuff. Why do you have to make fun? I don't like feta cheese. We've been through this. I don't like those kinds of cheeses. Goat cheese, don't like it. Brie, I don't like it. What's the difference? There's plenty of stuff I'm sure you don't like. Well, I'm sure there's a restaurant that you would go, ew, I'm not eating that.
Yeah, I don't eat meatloaf.
Okay, there you go.
I just like meatloaf.
So when we go to the Meatloaf Emporium, I will love life, and you're like, I'm not eating this.
Where the hell is the Meatloaf Emporium?
I'm going to open it.
You're going to open up a restaurant now?
Yep.
Just to spite me?
Yeah, it's going to be all different kinds of meat loaves. And loaves. I'll have a veggie one, too, for, veggie people. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'll have all, like, comfort sides.
Comfort sides.
Mm-hmm.
Mashed potatoes.
Sure. Corn. It'll be like
peas.
It'll be like the peas. It'll be like the Boston Market sides.
Or it'll just look like the senior citizen special.
That's fine.
The line will be out the door.
I think meatloaf is delicious.
I just don't like it. I've never liked it.
Basically just a different shaped hamburger with breadcrumbs in it. I mean,
we always say it's a meatball, but I don't believe it because I like meatballs.
Amy makes the most spectacular turkey meatloaf. And she doesn't really like it, and nobody else in the house likes it. So I can only get it on my birthday or Father's Day or something like that. Like when I got to
be doing something special.
Yeah, like when I get all right, it's your special meal. What do you want? I'll do turkey meatloaf, and she covers it with ketchup. It's so good.
Oh,
I'm sorry, it's delicious.
Yeah,
and she puts peas in it sometimes.
Okay,
in the mashed potatoes too.
I wish I just liked it. I mean, I want to like it. Jackie's made me a meatloaf. And her meatloaf was really, really good. I just got sick off of it as a kid, so I've never gone back.
Sick?
Yeah.
From a homemade one or a restaurant one?
Homemade.
See, when you go to a restaurant, it's like the industrial meatloafs are like, because it reminds me of the Salisbury steak from Swanson's when I was a kid. I was a big TV dinner guy. I love them. See it. Yeah. I don't know. I loved TV dinners. And I liked all the weird ones that nobody else liked. I liked the meatloaf. I liked the Salisbury steak. And God, when I was... Please, this is going to age me, but when I was little, they actually came in the foil. They came in the the tin. It was a tin. It was a pan, whatever the hell you call it.
Yeah,
because you didn't microwave them yet. You had to make them in the toaster oven or in the oven. So you were waiting 45 minutes for a stupid, gross TV dinner. I mean, now microwave, yeah. But the turkey ones were good too. What are you doing?
We'll be back
after this message from Swanson. And we're back.
If I can't find that pause, I'm going to blame it on you.
You'll be able to find it. Scott said that there was an erectile dysfunction commercial.
Fine.
See, because they're different all over the country.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're geared locally, and sometimes they're just national commercials that...
Looks like Colorado's got a issue going on there.
They might. And then they get the bent thing, the bent carrot one right after that. So
not great. Or the sandpaper.
Yeah. The desserts and the TV dinners were always my favorite. I basically...
The pudding.
Yes, there was pudding. I usually would buy them based on the dessert. Now, you're going to think this is gross because I like gross things, but there was one TV dinner. It was probably the Salisbury steak.
For reference, feta is disgusting to him, so just keep that in mind.
I don't like the flavor. I just don't like the taste. It's not a consistency thing because I like cottage cheese. But what's the matter, Andrew?
I just don't understand what cottage cheese is.
It's curds. I like the large curd. I like large curd. I don't like the whipped one. Whipped. Anyway, so there was a dessert, and I think it was the Salisbury steak, and it was when the containers flipped from the tins to the microwavable ones, and it was like this cheesy cherry whipped kind of thing that I loved because I like everything cherry. But the problem is, in shipment, like the corn would fall into it and it would freeze into it, and there would be like a little bit of gravy that spilled over into it before it froze. So, when you cooked it, there was a little bit of gravy in it.
Oh, boy.
And I was like, ugh, but I loved it. I loved it with the brownie. Oh, my God, the brownie was the best.
Know what I would kill for right now? A cosmic brownie.
From Little Debbie's?
Yeah.
Remember the cereal?
Yeah.
We might still have some. You want?
No, it's not the same.
Oh, okay.
Those things are so freaking good. The fudge is just with the little sprinkles. Although I do think they changed the recipe.
Oh, they definitely did. I mean, I used to be a huge snack cake guy.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
The pies were my favorite. Hostess fruit pies and the pudding pies. Holy hell, those were my favorite. I would come home from school, and of course, being a weirdo that I am, the lemon pie was my favorite. Because of the way that the lemon filling would interact with milk. It was kind of like a citrus milk thing, which is gross. But I just liked the way, because I'm weird when I would eat pastries, especially cookies or whatever. I would take a bite of it and then drink milk while it was still in my mouth, so it would mix together. I didn't like swallow it and then drink the milk. I wanted it to mix in my mouth. So that's why the lemon pie thing was always, what's the face for?
No, and there's no face.
I mean, did you ever like put cookies in milk? Like this is how I would always do cookies and milk. Okay. So I would pour a glass of milk.
Yeah.
And I would put one cookie in it.
Yeah.
At the bottom. So it would sink to the bottom. Then I would take another cookie and slowly drink the milk with that cookie. In the meantime, the cookie on the bottom of the glass would completely disintegrate.
I hated that.
I loved it. And I would scoop out, or I would go like this, and it would go all over my face. But it was like soft, like disgusting soft cookie, but hard chocolate chips.
What these people just heard, if they're only listening to audio, is foul.
Actually, the best cookie to do that with that I found as a kid is an Oreo double stuff, because the actual Oreo cookies would get soft, and then the double stuff would stay hard in the milk. Never mind.
No, the double stuff ones, Oreo double stuff is the best Oreo.
I think Mega
Hands
stuff is
down.
taking it too far. That's just
It's too much.
Yeah.
We don't need that.
Yeah, but
Also, the upside down Oreos, no.
there are so many Oreos. I mean, there's got to be a dozen or more different varieties of Oreos on the market right now.
Yeah.
Probably 24.
Too many Oreos.
I guess. I don't really eat that stuff anymore.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, but not really. But snack cakes were always my thing. Ho-Hos.
I was always...
Not Devil Dogs, though.
No.
Devil Dogs were dry.
Ho-Hos are the cherry ones, right? With the little coconuts on top.
No, those are
Bonbons.
snowballs.
Oh, snowballs.
And they're not cherry.
Snowballs were the ones that were in the Hot Chick, the Rob Schneider movie.
Uh-huh. Didn't see it.
Oh, well, you would actually probably find it funny. It's like early 2000s, late 90s humor.
I probably would find that funny.
That was actually... That was one of the movies I watched when I was in grade school.
But the snowball is basically just the bottom part of a Hostess cupcake, cut, and then with marshmallow on top of it and coconut. And the marshmallow would change color based on holidays or time of year or whatever.
They eat them in the movie, and I've always wanted to have one. I've never had one.
I personally like them.
They're not everyone's cup of tea.
No, they're not. And the snack cake game has changed so much over the years. Like, they're just not, there's so many preservatives. The fact that they can last or stay fresh by for like a month, no.
Yeah.
No. I mean, I'm guessing back in the day when Mr. Hostess started, they were probably fresh baked every day and delivered to the stores. And it was kind of like, a bakery item. Now it's just, no, you get them on the shelf in the gas station. It's been there for a month and they're still soft, kind of.
Or years.
Whatever.
Probably have some dust on them.
There's so many different... I mean, Hostess went away, and they came back, and now that it's owned by some other conglomerate or whatever, or investment company, whatever it's called, I forget what they call it. But there's so many different varieties now. Like, if I was still into snack cakes, I would be in all my glory, because they have these little bunt things, and there's just like, there's 17 different kinds of Twinkies now, and it's just... It's
Twinkies?
Yeah, all kinds of different fillings, berries and bananas, and insane stuff. They had, I think, red velvet ones for a while. And
wow.
Yeah, it's gotten nuts. But I don't eat those anymore.
When I was a kid, one thing they always told us was if you have something citrusy with milk, you'll get sick.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't. That's why I never understand why orange juice is part of a complete breakfast.
Same. And to be honest, I was like so terrified of getting sick that I would like drink.
Sick? How sick? Like vomit sick?
Yes.
Or like, okay.
I was always, so like if I was ever offered orange juice, I would try and space it out. I would like finish my milk. I could never have them at the same time because I'm like, that's how it's going to happen.
Yeah, I can't see. I mean, because if you look at the side of a cereal box or a commercial for cereal, you'll see the bowl of cereal, you'll see toast and butter, you'll see a glass of milk and a glass of orange juice.
Well, let me look this up really quick because, like, I feel as if there must be something to it. Like the lemons, it makes it sour.
It's the acidity.
That must make it, like, sour quickly, right?
Well, the acidity does not mix with dairy products. That's the problem. But some people like that, hence me and my lemon pies with milk. But, I mean, that lemon is not really real lemon. It's just lemon flavored. So.
Oh, if you have a sensitive stomach, avoid this popular but weird combination.
It's also strange to brush your teeth right after you drink orange juice.
True.
That is a weird sensation.
Oh, you're supposed to not. So if you have a sick stomach, don't drink milk after eating oranges.
Right. And that's also why citrus cereals
because it curdles.
Never
they use
really
the word curdle. Oh, you make your own cottage cheese.
Citrus cereals never really worked. OJ's was the big one that came out in the 80s, and it did not last very long. But it was not bad. I enjoyed OJ's.
Know which one was... I think about this cereal often, how gross it was. It was one of the first ones we did. Jolly Rancher cereal.
That was pretty gross.
That was so disgusting. That cereal, the pieces were like this big, and they were so not good.
We had it. Where'd it go?
I think you got rid of it.
That may have been one of the ones that I flattened the box.
Thank you, Jesus.
Otherwise,
because I would not have wanted to have
otherwise
that
you'd be eating that right now.
Absolutely not.
So what'd you do this weekend? Anything fun, buddy?
What did I do this weekend?
You can't remember? It's just a few days ago.
I went to an MS walk for my friends Renee and Pat on Sunday.
Okay.
I recorded another podcast with my friend Miranda.
Oh, you have another podcast?
Yeah, it's coming out soon. I'm really excited about it.
What's
it's
it
called
about?
Bless This Reality Trash.
Oh, it's a TV show thing?
Yeah, we're recapping like the worst reality shows of the 2000s.
Oh, is Extreme Couponing in there?
We will be doing side episodes.
If you need a guest.
Absolutely. We actually probably will.
Nice.
So there's so much bad TV that came out in the early 2000s. Like they did not know how to produce reality shows. Nowadays, they're so professional and slick looking and everybody is like glamorous if you're on one and you can have a career. In the early 2000s, you went on one and you basically were committing career suicide. It was terrible. All of the shows were terrible. There's no plots or storylines. It's basically just salacious people doing terrible things on TV.
And there's probably so many that we just completely forgot about.
Yes. And so me and my friend Miranda were at like a dinner one day, and the two of us just started talking about all these awful shows like Flavor of Love, Rock of Love, Strange Love, the one that started it all, The Surreal Life. There was a 2004 show called The Club that aired on Spike TV. It was all about a Las Vegas club.
Oh, Skiri would love that.
Yeah, it was all about like the Las Vegas nightlife. But again, like we just recapped a show called High Society. They don't have storylines. Like nowadays, again, you watch, just say even Survivor. They plan these people's storylines out. They say this person's doing this. No.
I was going to say, I wonder what percentage. Do you have to get that?
No. I keep getting spam calls with my number.
I wonder what percentage of reality shows actually are reality and are not scripted. I can tell you from experience, and because people kept trying to like call me out when I did Extreme Couponing. Maybe I should save this for your podcast. But there was nothing scripted about that show. All they told me is that I needed to save at least 90%. And that scared me, but I was able to do it. And that was it. And but the only thing that they did was they just kept reshooting things. They didn't say you have to do this or you have to say that. They would reshoot things to make it look better or sound better or whatever. But there was no script. There was no go do this, go do that. It was fully all me.
Well, again, with shows like that, competition shows are different because you can't skew a competition show.
I mean, you could.
You could, but
cheat,
it can open up a giant lawsuit where you can basically get sued to no end.
And it kind of did for that show because they proved a lot of coupon fraud early on in that show. And then they had to have the disclaimer at the beginning and the whole thing.
Exactly. So shows like Survivor are real for the most part. There isn't a producer going around saying, like, you should vote this way. You should do this. That's illegal.
But do they really not give them food and stuff like that?
No, there is no food, no anything. There is like no way to figure that out or just get somebody to do it for you. So you're actually doing Amazing Race, same thing. You're like actually playing for money, so they can't interfere.
But they don't provide any food at all? It's like, go find your own food?
Yes.
Do they at least like put things around?
You start off with something, and they tell you that.
There's no craft service truck behind the palm tree?
If there is, and you go to it, you'll get kicked off.
Huh.
And in the contract that they make you sign, that I signed, it said, if they find you doing it, you get kicked off.
Interesting.
So
what if you can't find food?
Then you, like, so
Die?
in past seasons, I haven't watched the 2 most recent ones, but the past seasons, they would go to, like, a challenge or something and be like, oh, we're hungry and we have no food. And then Jeff Probst would be like, all right, well, give up your job or something like that. And then they'd give up something to get food.
Oh, okay. So you're able to barter for it.
You can.
Got it.
It's not in the rules, but it's like if you're in a dire situation, then you can.
Okay.
But you also have a whole beach with fish.
And what's your podcast called?
Bless This Reality Trash.
Save it for Bless Us Reality Trash. Okay. Anyway, so what else did you do?
How are we so now we can't even talk about reality shows here anymore?
I don't want to ruin your podcast.
Well, no, that's different.
It's overlap.
We probably won't talk about like Survivor. Again, I'm talking one-season wonders.
Okay, I got you.
Like, what one-season show came out that you were like, oh, God?
I don't even remember. I was not a big reality TV guy. I mean, I did like The Surreal Life. That was a fun season. But other than that, I don't really remember watching any that...
Well, we're going to be getting into all of them.
Oh, I can't wait to listen.
I can't listen. I've had a lot of fun recording them with my friend Miranda.
Good.
It's been a lot of fun.
Good.
And we'll have to chat with an extreme couponer on one episode.
Of course. And I can't wait for you to focus heavily more on that podcast and let this one go to hell.
Okay. How can I let this one go to hell?
More than it already is?
Oh, wow.
So this week
is your bread and butter, Eddie.
That's right.
Never forget your roots, kid.
Yeah. So this weekend, I went to a birthday party for our friend Jen.
Oh yeah, it's funny.
It was one of those dinner parties where you go to somebody's house and they have a professional chef that comes in and
you have parties
dinner.
Like this. I feel like you're talking to me as if like this is a normal common thing.
I went to it. I didn't have it. I didn't throw it.
But you have gone to like 3 or 4 parties.
This will be the second one.
Crazy.
The first one, the Vito, what's his name from The Sopranos, was the chef.
Okay, so it's only 2. I thought it was 3 or 4.
No, and this one, actually, one of the girls that works downstairs, Nicole, her brother is a chef, so he was the chef.
Nice.
So it was fun, and our friend Matt, who loves our podcast, sent you a picture of me not eating cake.
No, he sent a picture of you eating cake.
First of all, it was a picture, so you couldn't tell what I was eating. I was holding cake, and I just ate the fudge out of the middle because they told me how great the fudge was.
First of all,
I didn't eat the actual cake part.
I loved getting this message. I woke up to it actually. And it was almost like you had to like cover for yourself. That was my favorite part.
I wasn't covering. I just said I wasn't eating cake.
The messages came like 2 seconds apart. Hold up. He said, hey, it's Matt, Scotty's friend. We're at a birthday dinner and I had to share with you. 11:18. These are the pictures in question, folks. If you're watching this on YouTube, you'll be able to see it. If you're not watching it on YouTube, go to our YouTube channel. This is Scott eating a piece of cake.
I'm merely holding it in my hand. Oh, my God, look how chunky I look. I was just eating the filling out of it. That's what I do. You know I do that, Andrew. I was eating the filling.
Does that look like just filling, folks?
Yes.
That does not look like just filling.
Look at the pieces of cake that are still sitting on the plate.
That is not just filling.
Untrue.
False.
Okay, I'm telling you I didn't eat any of the cake. Not that it matters. I don't have to.
Well, we had a great conversation.
But I'm just letting you know.
I said, no filling in that cake. Wow, Scott, wow. He goes, there was a very thick fudge filling.
Yeah, and he told me how great it was.
No way to eat the fudge and not get some cake with it.
Not true.
And we know that it had a label. He would read it and say it had cholesterol. Oh, my. So I said, Scott is probably acting like he is having a heart attack.
Nope.
All because of one slice of cake.
Nope.
He would never eat cake.
I didn't eat the cake. I ate the filling. That's basically me just going like into a tub of frosting with a spoon. I didn't eat the cake. I just ate the filling. If it's birthday
cake frosting, I would say yes to that.
Oh, stop it.
Are you kidding me? You wouldn't?
What do you mean? Oh, to eat it?
Oh, my God. It's so good.
It's not good for you.
It's not at all. And you can't do a whole thing of it. Like sometimes people are like, oh, I just ate a whole thing of frosting. I'm like, how could you eat? It's like ice cream. How could anybody sit and eat a whole thing of ice cream?
And it's weird. Even though I thought they were banned, I feel like frostings are still one of the few products that have trans fats in them, which are like really bad for you.
Really?
Maybe I'm wrong, but I kind of remember reading that. I don't know. But anyway, so the food
fondant
was
also
I like fondant.
I feel like that's definitely unhealthy for you.
I like that. But the dinner was very good. I had scallops.
I love scallops. You had scallops at the other one, too.
No.
Yes.
I did?
You 100% did.
Maybe it was an appetizer.
100%.
But, I mean, these were some of the best scallops I've ever had ever. But there's that. And then...
did they get them from Montauk?
I don't know if they scallop in Montauk.
I don't know if they do either.
They might.
You're wearing a shirt
Long Island has scallop. Not as many as they did. The scallop beds are drying up. They really are.
Oh, no. What can I do to save them?
I don't know.
Do you have a website? A petition I could sign?
I think they should, because it's tough for the fisher people.
Fishermen?
I don't know. You allowed to call them out anymore?
No one. Okay, so this is the other thing that people in your generation do.
My generation.
Just say it. If you get corrected, then just somebody will correct you. But up until that point, be like, is your generation saying fish people? No one said that.
And a lobsterman.
I've never said any of these things.
Okay. Well, anyway, so the clams, because Long Island is huge, clams and stuff, and
I love clams.
There's not as many as they used to be.
I could just go for some clams right now.
See, I don't think I'm a clam guy, because the only way to really eat them is fried or on the thing. What do you call them?
Half shell?
Yeah.
No, it's oysters.
No, I know that, but the clam, what do they do to clams?
Shuck them?
I know. Prepare them. I get to fry them, but also there's another way they eat them, right? Is it only fried? No.
No.
Right.
Breaded?
Yeah, that. Or oregano or something, right? Clams, oregano?
Yeah.
Baked clams. Baked. Yeah, in the shell. They bake it in the shell.
But you can also just have a clam in the shell, and they put like butter or garlic on them.
But you don't eat clams raw, right? That's oysters. You cannot eat a raw clam, I don't think. Or can you? I don't know.
You can. Again,
I guess if you're on Survivor,
butter,
you can.
But yeah, you could eat a clam raw.
Well, it's still like...
No. Ew. Have you ever seen what they look like?
Yeah, they're gross.
They are very gross.
They look like a big thing of loogie.
Yeah. Ugh. Ugh. And it's almost funny how they kind of swim, because it's like their shell kind of opens like meh, meh, meh.
Okay.
It's not. They're just very odd, and they have that weird little like snot thing that comes out of the side.
It's like a
little
tongue,
breathing tube,
kind of.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah, those
but I do
shellfish.
love. Know what I had the other weekend that was delicious?
No.
Mussels.
I like mussels are okay. It's a lot of work for not a lot of...
I didn't think I was a mussels fan, but there's a place in Jersey City that puts them in a coconut curry sauce. Ew, out.
No, I would try it.
Ew, disgusting.
Didn't say that.
It's spicy, it's delicious, and I have to tell you, I want to go back just to go get this. And they give you bread to dunk in. Oh, my God.
Do you think that some restaurants reuse the shells? They just get like frozen... What?
This is the dumbest conspiracy theory I think I've ever heard.
I don't think it is, because I bet it happens.
So you're telling me that, like, oh, I had mussels. I took all the mussels out and put them on a plate, and I kept all the little, I guess...
No, it's harder for mussels because they're connected, and you actually have to pull them out with that little fork. But I guarantee you, there's got to be some place in this country, some seafood restaurant, some little, whatever, that they people leave the shells on the plate. They take the shells, put them in the dishwasher.
The dishwasher?
Whatever. Yeah, clean them, and then they just have frozen like clam or oysters or whatever, and they put them in there, they bake them up or whatever, and they reserve them.
If they do,
I'm telling you,
I bet you that restaurant got shut down because there is no way.
I bet there's a lot of them.
Okay,
I'm sure there is.
I'm sure.
You don't think that people reuse clamshells and bake like a frozen clam in a clamshell?
I truly don't.
All right,
I think that because they don't send you clams that are just out of the shell.
Yes, you can buy frozen, a big glug of frozen
disgusting
clam.
thing.
That's right. And if you put it in a shell and put all kinds of spices and breadcrumbs and pretty stuff on it and make it look good.
No.
All right. Well,
because when you have your little fork to take out the baked clam.
If you don't feel it like.
Yes.
Well, I mean, sometimes I bet you there's places that do it. I could be wrong, but I bet you there is.
I don't think there is.
Okay. That's fine.
Let's take a poll. Folks, if you're listening,
a poll,
let us know.
They wouldn't know unless they know a restaurateur that does it.
But no one does it.
I'm going to Google it later. I don't feel like dealing with it now. I'm just saying I'm sure there's someplace that does it.
I don't feel like dealing with this now.
I said Googling it. I'm sure there's someplace that does it to save money. Speaking of money, we'll be back right after this. And we're back.
Wow.
So also that weekend, I did some power washing. You ever power wash?
Oh, yeah. I love power washing.
I do, too. It's cathartic. What?
I'm so sorry. Can I tell you something else that happened to me?
As long as we can get back to power washing.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Well, it has to do with backyard things. Mm-hmm. My bamboo is taking off.
Ooh, you better be careful. I'm telling you, that stuff multiplies.
Can I show it to you?
Your neighbors are going to be pissed.
No, they're not, because I planted it so far back, there's no way it'll ever touch them.
I'm telling you, it's a very invasive
Everyone says
plant.
That. Look. So last year they were all dead things.
Yeah.
And now look at them growing from the ground.
It's going to turn into a forest.
My grove. It's my bamboo grove.
Because the roots, they grow underground and they just pop up everywhere. And once they're there, you cannot get rid of them.
I can't wait.
Okay.
I can't wait. I'm so excited. I love bamboo.
Your parents are going to be ousted from the neighborhood.
False.
Okay.
There's already a piece of bamboo someplace, and it's growing, and I've never been happier.
Well, let this podcast be proof that it's all your fault.
Did you ever watch Totoro?
No.
Well,
what is that?
Totoro is like a really, really great animated movie. It's
Disney?
Do you have HBO Max?
I do.
Okay, so you could watch it.
Or Plus or Go. What is it?
To be honest, who also decided on the terminology for these things?
I don't know.
Do you have Disney Plus? Do you have HBO Go Max? Do you have this? Like, why did we start calling it that?
And they keep changing. I have like 17 different icons on my screen from HBO.
It's too damn much.
Ugh.
Okay, but you should watch it. It's on HBO Max. It's a great kids movie.
Okay.
You would love it.
What's it called again? Totomo?
My Neighbor Totoro.
Totoro.
He's adorable, and he's like...
What is he, a bamboo?
No, he's a classic... it's Hayao Miyazaki.
What?
He's like a famous Japanese animator. It's one of his best movies, and Totoro is like a big woodland spirit.
Okay, I'll watch it.
And they're in the
Cooper
forest,
like it?
and when he wants things to grow, he goes like this. And it's great.
Will Cooper enjoy it?
Cooper might actually enjoy it. I'm sure she's probably seen people reference it on TikTok without knowing that it's from Totoro.
I just made the kids watch the lava thing, the Disney lava. I lava you. The volcanoes.
Yeah.
And the girl one grows next to him.
Yeah, the one that's based off of the Hawaiian singer.
Yes. I love that. It's like a 7-minute short, but it's and that one and the dumpling one also. What's that one
love
called?
the dumpling one. Bao or
Yeah. That was like at the beginning of a movie that I saw in a movie theater years ago.
Yeah, I don't want to say it's Toy Story, but maybe it was.
I didn't see that in the movies. But we just watched both of those last week. It was fun. Anyway, so power washing.
My Neighbor Totoro. Watch it. Anybody out there, watch it too. My favorite one has to be Princess Mononoke. However, My Neighbor Totoro is like my feel-good movie. If I'm ever feeling sad, I put Totoro on.
That's good to know.
That and Curious George. Curious George always gets me happy. Jack Johnson soundtrack. Upside Down.
I like that song.
No. That's from the Curious George soundtrack.
Is it?
Yeah. He did the whole thing.
Okay.
So
anyway,
fun facts.
Saturday, I try to power wash everything every season, but it's sometimes I don't, and things stay green for the entire year, and I don't like that because the PVC fencing gets all green. It has what is it? Not mold, but moss grows on it. Side of the house gets green, and the patio it gets like this brown film on it, and you don't really realize it's there until you power wash. So I went and I got the suit, at the beginning of COVID, people were wearing them and everyone was calling them hazmat suits. That drove me crazy. It's not. It's a painter suit. It's from Tyvek, and it's made like out of what a shipping envelope is made out of. So that's really all it is with a zipper. So I went and got one of those. It covers, it has the hood that goes like right up to your eyes, and I put the safety goggles on and the whole thing. And I was out in the backyard just doing the thing. I mean, it took me a couple hours because the patio was really gross, and you have to get in between every brick.
Yes.
Because there's all kinds of gook and weeds and stuff in there. And what happens is it shoots up in your face.
Yep.
And so it sprays you. I had dirt in my mouth because it was hard for me to keep my mouth shut the whole time. And it was going up my nose because I wasn't wearing anything on my nose. But, I don't want to call it satisfying.
Yeah.
But I like doing
the motion.
I like doing the motion and
it's like sweeping. But like a fun sweeping.
Right. And then speaking of sweeping, so once that all dried, then the next day on Sunday, I had to sweep all the dirt out. But then the bricks look nice. And then you can realize like the 2 or 3 sections that you missed. And you're like, damn it.
Yeah.
Then you got to take the thing out. Like I have to take it back out again and hook it up and whatever.
I also think it's funny that you wear all this. When I did it, like we also got a power washer right in the beginning of like the lockdown. In 2020. So I was at my parents' anyway, and then my dad was like, everyone's getting power washers. So we got one. And that was just like a fun project I did. I did our balcony, which has never, ever been power washed in years.
Yeah.
Every tile, everything. And it was so much fun. And now it's almost like expected. It's like, it's power washing season. I'm like, who?
See, I'll write the kid's name in the wall.
I did that with Jackie
before I completely clean it. But see, I did a little bit a week or two ago, and I did not wear the suit.
And I don't wear the suit. I don't wear goggles.
No, but I
don't wear anything. I
was
go.
completely covered in disgusting mud. It was up in my socks. It was in my hair. It was everywhere. So at least this way, I didn't have to do as much cleaning of myself.
I may need to rethink you as my amazing race partner.
Why?
Because I have a feeling if you got dirty and it was like Scott.
No. I just didn't
know.
I didn't want to track it all in the house. I didn't want my clothes to get disgusting. You know?
Okay, that's fair. But yeah, no, I went out there with shorts. Sometimes I wore shoes, sometimes I didn't, and just went.
No shoes. What if you hit your foot with the thing by mistake?
I keep it far away. Plus, like, it's really hard to have a power washing accident like that. Like, what could you be doing that, like, I could be going from here to all of a sudden, and just letting it hit my foot?
If it accidentally hit your foot, that's high pressure water. You could cut your foot open.
But how is it getting there?
If you slip, whoa!
How am I slipping?
Because it's a lot of high pressure that comes. You could be, whoa! You know, when you first turn it on. I don't know if it's your first time.
If it's that high, I was told to hold it out.
I've ripped a screen before.
Yeah, well,
you got to be careful. Like people that have never power washed before don't realize that it will rip a screen apart. I don't understand the people that wash their cars with them. I saw a guy washing a car with a power washer.
I got to wash my car with one because let me tell you something. There's bird crap everywhere.
But wait, doesn't it take the paint off?
Yeah, that's why I'm not going to do it.
I don't. But people, maybe they're different level.
Commercial use ones, I don't think really can go to that.
There might be different
degree of power.
Different strength.
Yeah,
ones or whatever. Mine is gas powered, so it's pretty hardcore.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
I didn't know they had gas ones still. Ours
Absolutely.
is just a plug-in.
No. This one's hardcore.
Sounds
it's gas, the whole 9 yards. And I made the mistake of putting it in the garage overnight. Woo! The whole house stunk of gas.
Cooper must have loved it.
She did, yes. But it smelled, and I had to keep the garage open overnight, and I was scared that someone was going to come in, the whole thing.
So should we end this episode now so this way you have enough time to get home? We could do our bonus episode.
I mean, it would be disappointing to people, but...
It's 45 minutes. And if anything, we've been talking nonstop, but we have not had a break in the action, I feel. It's been chatty chatter since...
I mean, that's pretty much how it always is, right?
I know. I just feel I've been extra chatty today.
Okay. I mean, look, if you want to disappoint your public, that's fine.
If I want to disappoint my public...
Yeah.
What?
You've got to live and learn. You know that song?
There's no way you're going to get home.
They said between 12 and 3. So if they call me at 11:30 and say, we're going to be there at 12, I'll say, I'm sorry, we'll have to push the appointment. Because when they make service appointments, they don't say, what time would you like? They just call you day of. And that's not okay.
Yeah.
People have lives. They have things to do during that. Am I supposed to take off of work so I can get a light bulb changed in my refrigerator? And don't say, you can't do it yourself. It's not a traditional bulb like old school GE everything. It's a brand new refrigerator and it has these LED things. And it's less than a year in service. And most of the lights are out already. There's something wrong with it.
These new appliances, they don't make them like they used to.
No, they sure don't.
They don't.
They sure don't.
Because nowadays you have a Bluetooth sensor that could tell you about what the weather is, but then it doesn't chill things. And
hello, our dryer has Wi-Fi or something. Like I was checking my Wi-Fi and it was like Samsung dryer, and I said, "What? What? I can
Where
control."
Are you that you need to
turn your dryer on again?
Right.
I mean, the thing already senses if it's wet and it stays on longer.
It's just adding solutions to problems I don't have.
It's not a solution. It actually is more of trouble because the more functions that a simple appliance has, the more problems you have with it.
Biff definitely has moved on from cereals and now is working in appliances.
Absolutely, because our washer now has started saying SUD on the screen. It's an error message, SUD, which lets you know that it's too sudsy inside and it can't work anymore.
Well, because I personally do not like washers that are front facing.
Really?
I do not like those.
Okay.
My mom has always said those are the worst ones, and I have to tell her, Mom, you are correct.
Why?
Because when they do it that way, they have to have the rubber ring around it.
And it leaks?
It gets moldy and
gross.
disgusting, A. And B, I don't think it really washes your clothes proportionately.
Because it's up and down and not...
Yeah, I don't like it.
Okay.
So we'd have an old school one in my parents' house. It's loud. I'll give it that. And we've had this new one, I think, for a couple of years now. And I don't know, it doesn't have any fun little things like that.
Do you do laundry in your apartment?
Yeah. This is my first apartment that I've had by myself that I have a washer dryer. And let me tell you something, life changing.
Sure.
I will never, ever move to an apartment that does not have one.
Look, you know me and like using other appliances, other people's stuff. Like when we lived in Hoboken, there was a washer dryer in the garbage room, and you had to use quarters and the whole thing. And I hated that because I don't know, what if, like, you don't know, someone could have pooped their pants and washed in there, and there's like still residuals in there.
I mean,
right? I mean, I get it. The washing machine is to wash things, and it probably drains out. But there's still like,
where would you give? Like, would you go to a laundromat?
No, we used it, and I guess I thought nothing of it. As I got older, I got stupider, and I think of these things.
Yeah,
but we didn't have many options.
And then you start putting walls up and saying, "I can't do it anymore."
Oh, what? Use a washing machine?
Well, in a community building.
Oh, well, I mean, look, if you have to, you have to.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have no other options.
I mean, I love, it's truly, there is nothing that makes me happier than going home and saying, oh, I need to wash this, and being able to do it. Not having to take my whole entire laundry basket to a whole separate room in the building with quarters, loading it, having to leave my apartment to go back down to this place to go do more laundry. Ugh.
Now, are you a pod detergent guy, or are you a pour?
Pour.
Okay.
Although I will say sometimes I go a little heavy with it, and it's sometimes
and you get
stains.
SUD. You get SUD.
No, it stains my clothes.
Stains?
Yeah.
Detergent shouldn't stain clothing.
Well, so here was the thing.
I'm using one with red dye number 5.
I only realized recently that the quick rinse literally just like splashes water on.
Oh, no, you have to do the normal, like a full cycle.
Huh. So, a couple of my clothes just have detergent splashes all over them.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But you live and you learn.
I guess you do.
So
you want to go?
Yeah, I mean, we're giving them a bonus episode this Friday.
Right.
So
this Friday, stay tuned this Friday for a bonus episode. We will be eating something. I will not tell you what.
Do I know what it is?
I had mentioned it before.
Oh, I know what it is.
Don't say it.
Okay. Well,
sorry.
I guess until the next time.
I need milk.
Do we have some?
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you on Friday with a special bonus episode, and then Monday with an all-new Serial Killers.
Yay!
Until then, let me get the bowl. It's over here.
Oh.
Please follow us on all social platforms at Serial Killers PC.
Like and subscribe this podcast wherever you're listening to it. Make sure you review us. We love reading your reviews.
Yes, we do.
Especially when they're mean against Scott. Okay, until next time.
That's fine. Say clink, Andrew.
Clink! I almost pressed stop, but I forgot we do a little quick banter.
Bye.
Bye.